Hey everybody, I hope all is well. Let's get into this House of Payne review. Now, Tyler tried to throw a lot at us on this last episode of this season, but we gonna get into it. So, we start off at CJ's. I guess it's still Janine's home because she never there, but we start off over there and the house is really messy. They finally gave one of the kids, I believe that was hating the line, calling Lisa old. They're some adorable kids, but can you give us some lines? Almost like they just there for decoration, child. But the house is really messy. Ella comes over for to bring Janine a cake, and she offers for to teach Lisa how to cook, and she basically saying she don't want to learn how to cook. And I'm still just on my plight that Lisa's just sorry as fuck. But Malik is finna clean up and Ella offers to help. Nobody asked her to help, but she offers to help. And then she comes to find out that Malik is finna go off to school and realizes that Lisa is going to be left watching the kids. And it seems like she has a problem with that. I'm just thinking to myself, well, this could be practice for her. I mean, she is living up in the house. I mean, she wouldn't be my first choice of watching my kids, but really, how bad could she be? Like, give a girl a chance, I guess. But Ella asked Malik how school's going, and he said it's so-so. And she had a problem with his answer. Then he said he's sorry, it's good. And she had a problem with him saying it was good. So he like, damn, what you want me to say? But I'm just like, Ella really, this whole episode, it seemed like she just, I don't know, was overbearing to a certain extent. She was really overbearing, like she just wanted to be in control of everybody's life. The boy didn't say he finna drop out. He didn't say he was failing. He didn't say nothing like that. He just said it's going well. Basically, everything ain't gonna be in tip-top perfect shape, Ella. But while she's cleaning up, she finds Lisa's flyer of when she was a stripper. And she's like, so she really is a stripper. And I'm thinking, you thought that they would just made that up or something? Like, why would she just say she a stripper? And she not. But I'm guessing this flyer, of course, had to be from her past because she's not stripping currently. But I'm just confused on what Ella expects. This girl was a stripper. She's currently not doing it. And it seems like Ella just doesn't want her around due to her past. But still, nah, Lisa, she not fully where she needs to be yet. She's not even nowhere close. But the girl did stop stripping. You can give her points for that. Ella just came off really judgmental this episode. And while she's looking at the flyer, Malik and Lisa upstairs arguing. So she decides to take Hayden and Jayden with her. Then she's like, y'all want to come with me? And she answers for them. I said, Tyler, you couldn't even get them for the answer for themselves. She's upset they just had cereal. They haven't had a nap. She doesn't like all the cursing going on. They're in an unclean environment. So do y'all think that was reason enough for her to take the kids? Is a question for y'all. So back at the Payne, Curtis, and Ella house, she starts calling Lisa this simple girl, and she just showing everybody the girl flyer. And I'm like, what if the girl don't want that to be out like that? Like, I don't think she'll really care. But it's like, still, that's something from her past. What if she don't want all y'all to see it because y'all actually see her on a daily basis now? And Ella just showing this flyer off to everybody. She showed it to Miranda. Then Curtis seen it. And Curtis showed it to CJ. Just the whole family seeing it. And then Breaking the Entering comes in talking about her and Calvin getting back together. And then she finally tells Ella that they had kissed all them months or weeks ago, whatever. And I'm like, that was so long ago. And we finally getting a little mention of it. And then Miranda putting 20 on 10, talking about he held her in his arms and all this and that. She really putting 20 on 10, thinking just because he wants to meet up and talk, thinking that they finna get back together. And she really made herself, she embarrassed the fuck out of herself this episode. But Ella's still on this situation, and now she's starting to get mad about CJ letting all this go down. And she's saying that CJ needs to get his house in order. But when CJ comes over, he checks Ella. He said, this is his house. You should have told him you took his kids. and when he started saying all that, Ella looked taken aback like, really? And it really looked more so like CJ was on Lisa and Malik's side. And he doesn't really care about her past because this is what she used to do. And he trying to make the most out of this situation because that's who Malik chooses to be with. They got a kid on the way, I guess. It don't seem like it, but apparently they do. This is what I'm asking y'all. Whose side are y'all on? Because I can see it from both sides. Initially, I was on CJ's side because Ella was overbearing this entire episode. And not even only on this episode, she always has been like that. Always butting in other people's business, telling him how they should live just because of things, how she views things. You know, like with the Bible and how she probably was raised and stuff like that. But everybody's not the same. Everybody's not perfect. Everybody's not brought up the same. So she's putting all these almost false expectations off on everybody, expecting them to be perfect. But everybody probably don't want to live how you want them to live. Like, you have to, at the end of the day, worry about yourself. You done already raised your kid, which was Calvin. You can't keep putting... Yes, you can get input about things, but really this episode, nobody asked you for to do anything. Then she even said in the episode, anytime you want help, I can help. But that's the thing, nobody asked you to do anything in this episode. Nobody asked you for to take the kids. Nobody asked you to help clean up or anything. So... And she probably should have told CJ that she took the kids with her. Because once they came downstairs and see the kids was missing, what was they supposed to think? Now, of course, I would be like, okay, Miss Ella probably took them if she gone, but still. But CJ said that she left a note and stuff, so I don't know. But rewatching the episode, I can see it from Ella's side as well, I'm not gonna lie. Because if the kids haven't eaten what they should, and the people just upstairs cursing and fighting, they're supposed to be watching them, the environment not clean. I mean, do y'all really think it was just bad or wrong that she took them? And I honestly feel like if Janine was around, I honestly feel like that she wouldn't have minded. I actually think she would have been happy that she took the kids out of that environment. So I just don't know. Like, I really can see it from both sides. And it's crazy how both of them are clashing over Lisa and Malik. And Lisa and Malik need to be up in their own place. And it's like CJ, Janine, this y'all house. They not doing nothing. They can at least keep it clean and whatnot. Like, I do feel like CJ has just almost letting them just take over. Like, he don't get no fucks. Like, he just letting them take over and do them. Like, it's really Malik's house now. And Ella was telling CJ, y'all don't know that girl. But I'm thinking to myself, Ella, you don't know her neither. And I don't even want to be taking up for Lisa like that, because we seen Lisa ain't shit. But it's the fact that Ella hasn't really been around Lisa to this extent for to really be coming off like that. And then at the same time, Ella like, y'all got this girl all up in there, this woman of the night, woo-woo. But Ella really acting like she just now finding out all this stuff about Lisa. All this stuff been common knowledge the whole season. They was on the very first episode. Yet, all of a sudden, why is it such an issue now? I'm not understanding. And CJ, instead of saying he gonna respect who Malik loves. But I'm like, what if Jasmine was in love with Caleb? You threw him out the first day y'all met. But I guess, with all that being said, I don't feel like Ella meant any harm. I honestly feel like she really was trying to help. Even if she was overstepping her boundaries, I mean, that's what she's always done. But it seems like since Lisa has stepped on the scene, it seems like CJ just, I don't know, like, I don't know, he has some type of soft spot for her or what, I don't know. But if I was Ella, I'd probably just fall back. Because Ella, she has done a lot for CJ and his family. So she was just continuing to help, but CJ got with her. So I'd probably be taken aback. And it seemed like she was, because Malik came over and she told him to get the kids, get the fuck out. But Malik tells CJ that it was been an emergency, a red alert. And then I'm just like, we ain't heard nothing about CJ job this whole season. And now Tyler want to throw at us that he might be hurt because of a gas explosion. Like, this supposed to be the big cliffhanger. CJ might be hurt in another accident. Yet we ain't seen him at his job this whole season. He ain't talked about his job the whole season. And I feel like this is the first time he done wore his uniform the whole season. Or wore his badge or whatever. Everybody's saying he might be hurt, but we still ain't seeing Janine. Y'all ain't even bring Jasmine in. But it seems like towards the end of the episode, they just threw too much stuff at once. Like, we had Ella and CJ arguing. Then we had CJ might be in an accident. Then we had Miranda coming over crying because Calvin finna marry Laura. Like, it was too much within that little time span. Curtis say he ain't paying for no more weddings. I don't blame him. I just don't understand how Miranda could possibly think that, how Calvin has treated you this whole season. How could you think that he's all of a sudden ready to get back with you? And she's saying Laura was just something for the moment or whatever, but what about all these other moments? Like, she said something about something for the moment. I'm like, what about the moment when he told you to get out? What about the moment where he basically made it clear that he didn't want to get back with you? All this other stuff. You all of a sudden think that this man wants you back. You really just made yourself look stupid this episode. And it's crazy to me. This girl instead of barging in We done just got this big situation to go on that CJ might be hurt. Everybody up in the living room looking concerned. And she the only one up in the kitchen crying over Calvin. Like, yeah. I would respectfully tell Miranda to get the hell out of my house. Like, I understand you heard about my son, but we got something serious going on here. And you still want to cry about Calvin, somebody you should have been got over, or somebody you should have been peeped didn't want you no more. Somebody you initiated the divorce at first. You caused all this stuff from the beginning. So now that the tables done flipped, well, we done been by your side so long. So this moment, we concerned about CJ, and it's you still just trying to make it about you and Calvin. Like, I can't do it right now with you. I can't. But y'all, let me know what y'all think. I took notes this episode. That's how I really just went down the line with everything because I want to make sure I didn't forget nothing. Because they really threw a lot at us this episode. But I really just want to know whose side are y'all on. Are y'all on CJ's side or are y'all on Ella's side? CJ or Ella? Because I ain't gonna lie, that situation is really something to think about. And I'm wondering what next season is going to have in store for us. Pretty sure we're going to start with the continuation of the CJ situation and Calvin marrying Laura, and is Lisa going to finally get a baby bump. Because if we come back and by episode 3 she ain't got no baby bump, I'm officially declaring that Lisa is not pregnant. But let me know what y'all think. Thank y'all for rocking with me this season. Be sure to check out all the other videos that I'm going to have in store. Now the House of Payne is going to go off. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching as always.